Chasmosaurus. The horned dinosaurs are divided into two groups, long-frilled and short-frilled. Chasmosaurus was a typical member of the long-frilled group. It had a very long bony frill at the back of its narrow skull with large holes to reduce the weight. The frill would have been covered in tough leathery skin and was there as a warning to frighten off attackers. Cosmosaurus was about 5 meters long and lived in North America about 70 million years ago. Celophysis. Celophysis was one of the first dinosaurs. It was 3 meters long and lived in North America about 220 million years ago. It was a small, fast hunter that preyed on lizards and other small creatures. Celophysis may also have run in packs, hunting larger animals. Celiarosauravus. This peculiar reptile lived about 260 million years ago in Madagascar. Its wings were formed from flaps of skin stretched over bony spines growing out from its ribs. Celiarosauravus could not flap its wings, but it did use them to glide from tree to tree, possibly to escape when a hunter approached. It probably hunted insects with its sharp, short teeth. Compsognathus. This tiny dinosaur was no bigger than a modern chicken. It was able to run very quickly and can change direction suddenly to catch insects and lizards on which it fed. It was probably closely related to Archaeopteryx, the first bird. Both creatures lived in the wooded islands and lagoons of southern Germany about 130 million years ago. Fact: the name Compsognathus means pretty jaw. Most dinosaurs have names taken from Latin or ancient Greek, though some are named after the place where they were found. The word saurus, for instance, is Latin for reptile. Carifosaurus. Carifosaurus was one of the largest of the hadrosaurs, the duck-billed dinosaurs. It was 10 meters long and lived in North America about 75 million years ago. Like other duck-billed dinosaurs, it had a flat, toothless beak, which it used to nip leaves of plants. The leaves were ground up by several rows of teeth at the back of its mouth before being swallowed. Carifosaurus may have spent some time in water, as it had webbed fingers and a tail designed for swimming. The name Carifosaurus means helmet reptile and refers to the odd shape of the skull. Cryptoclidus. This sea reptile was about 4 meters long and lived in a shallow sea that covered Britain about 130 million years ago. It used its flexible neck to move its head around and snap up shrimp and small fish. Dinochyrus. Nobody really knows what Dinochyrus looked like. So far, scientists have found only a gigantic pair of fossilized arms discovered in the Gobi Desert. Each arm is 2.5 meters long and ends in 3 razor-sharp claws, about 25 centimeters long. Deinonychus was an active and successful hunter. It could run very quickly, catching prey in its strong hands. It would then kick the victim with its hind legs, inflicting terrible wounds with its long claws. This dinosaur was only 3 meters long, but with its impressive weapons, it was able to hunt plant eaters larger than itself, especially when it hunted in pairs or in packs. Denversaurus was about 4 meters long and was covered in bony armor. It is named after Denver, a town in North America where its fossils were found. It is one of a group of dinosaurs known as Nodosaurids, which had bony plates of armor and long, sharp spikes growing from their bodies. Unfortunately, very few fossils of these dinosaurs have been found, so scientists still have a lot to learn about them.